guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new video. As you can tell by the title, you can see it's a scary story time because I asked on one of my social medias and a lot of you guys said yes, so I'm doing the video. And plus, I don't know about you guys, but me, I love these type of videos. They get me so entertained and like, I don't know, I just like them. Even though I get paranoid and like scared really fast, I like watching them. I'm not saying you're gonna get scared because they probably aren't even that scary, but you know, they will keep you busy or entertained for a while. I'm scared because every time we talk about something scary happens. And I decided to do this video because lately stuff has been happening and I feel like paranoid all the time now. So yeah, that's why I decided to do this video. Hopefully the ghosts hear me and get a sign that you need to go. Okay, I probably shouldn't have said that. You can stay, never mind. Okay, so let's get started. So this story is about my dad. Yeah, well, this happened to him. So my dad was asleep. This was like years ago. My sister still used to live here. She was in high school and my dad was asleep. And it was like around 3, 4 in the morning. And you guys know at 3 in the morning you shouldn't be awake. But whatever, right? So it was like around 3 in the morning, 4, whatever. And my dad was asleep and like he kind of like woke up and he saw my sister like in the hallway. And she was like he said she had like white bright shoes, and she walked to like my brother's room and like tried opening the door, but I guess it didn't open, so she went to the kitchen. But she was like dressed up. My dad never saw her face, but like obviously he saw the figure, and I was like, oh, okay, like that's her, right? And my dad was like, he didn't say anything, but he was just looking because he thought she was trying to like sneak out or something. So he was like, I'm gonna catch her, right, if she tries to sneak out. So my dad was watching the whole time, saw her go, and like she never came back. So my dad, and he never heard like anyone leave or like open the door to like leave. So he was like, okay, whatever, like that's weird, right? But like he stood up and he walked to the kitchen to like check where she was, and she wasn't there. And he was like, what the heck, did she go? So he went to go check her room, and oh my god, she was asleep, guys. She was in her bed the whole time, like knocked out. And my dad was like, what the heck? And then my brother was still awake. So he went into my brother's room and he asked, like, did anyone grab like your door right now? He was like, yeah, someone like tried coming in, but like I didn't open it. And my dad was like, oh, okay. And he was like, why? He was like, no, nothing, because he didn't want to scare my brother. But yeah, my dad saw that, and it wasn't even my sister, guys. It was like a ghost, because my sister was knocked out. Like, she can't go from like over there like back real quick, you know? She was asleep. So that was very weird. That was very, very weird. And it's not like, oh, like she went back to sleep, because like my sister's room is before my parents' room, so my dad was like looking this way, so there's no way he could have been looking and missed it while she went back, you know, because he was watching the whole time. So that was very scary, guys. I was like, whoa, I didn't know ghosts could like pretend to be you, because what the heck. So yeah, that's like the first story. And that's kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Now the second story it's about me, guys. This happened to me, and I was very scared after that. Like, I hated being at my house. Like, it was so scary to me. But whatever, eventually I got over it and I was like, whatever, be my friend. So this happened like again years ago. I was little and it was my birthday party. I remember it was my birthday party and I was turning like 6 or 7. I don't even remember, but I remember I was having fun with my friends and everything, right? And then my sister, my oldest sister, she got after me, and I was like, why would she get after me? So I started crying because I'm very emotional and sensitive. So I started crying, and I like went away from everyone, and I just sat over there by myself in a corner. Like, who does that? Like, oh my gosh, so dramatic. But I was crying, whatever, and I looked inside my house because I could see the window. So I don't know why, I just looked inside, and I saw this like little girl my age too, like around my age. I never saw her face either, but she was like little, like me. And she was in white, like in a white dress, scary. And I looked at her. She didn't look at me. She was like facing the other way, so I could only see her back. So I saw her and I kept looking to see what she was gonna do, because I thought she was like a girl from my party or something. And I saw her go into my brother's room, and I was like, hold up. Nobody was inside the house, and I was like, who is that girl? So I quickly told my parents, and my family went like inside my house and started looking around my brother's room, everywhere, and nobody was in the house. And we were like, what the heck? Like, my parents didn't believe me. Obviously, I was little, and they were like, no, nomás te estás imaginando cosas. I was like, no, I saw her. Like, she was in there. And nobody believed me, guys. Nobody. And I was like, what the heck? Like, I started crying even more because nobody believed me. And finally, after years, like, they believed me because I would have told the truth by now. Why would I keep hiding it? But yeah, I saw that, and that was very scary. Like, that got me very scared for a long time. I never wanted to be at home. And I would, because in order to go to my room, I had to pass that room. And oh my gosh, I hated that. I would always like run through that part. So yeah, I was very scared, guys. So this next story is one that really scares me still to this day. Like, it scares me so much. I'm just like, how could that even happen? But it did happen, and in this house too. So it's scary. But a long time ago, all these stories happened a long time ago. So that's good. So me and my sister, we're like the youngest. So nobody would hang out with us. Our siblings wouldn't hang out with us because, I mean, like, we were the youngest. Like, still playing with like little muñequitas, like the babies, and like with little strollers and stuff. And they were already like in their own thing, like, you know. So they obviously didn't play with us because, like, what? No. So this story, it was like a long time ago, and it was like my brother, my sister, and their friends. They were all in my living room. But me and my sister, I think we were asleep already. Yeah, I think we were asleep. It was like a weekend, and we were asleep. My parents were asleep. My siblings and their friends were all like in the living room. And I remember I think I was asleep. I don't remember what I was doing, but I remember I found out because, like, I woke up. Well, yeah, obviously, I woke up, I was asleep, right? Duh. Okay, so yeah, I was asleep. So basically, what happened is they said that they were all saying like scary stories in the living room, like really scary stories, and they were all like sharing stories, right? Like, it's this feels like it was a movie, guys. Like, I feel like I would have been, if I were there, I would have felt like I was in a movie, like if that happened to me. But basically, well, my mom, so a little rewind to the story. Rewind is back or front? Well, whatever. So my mom has this like cross. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but like, you know, the ones like that you see at church. It's like this size, I don't know. And it's like a little cross. And she got it from her brother's funeral when he died. So she's kept it in her room the whole time. It's always been there, put away. It's never been like out. It's just been put away there. And what happened is that my siblings and their friends were all saying scary stories and stuff. So this is the living room, right? And then there's like a hallway that way, and like a longer hallway that way. But like, I don't know how to explain it. Like a little thing and then hallway. So, but in that thing there's like a wall. And they looked up and they saw the cross hanging from there, and they were like, what? They were all like, look. And they were all getting scared, right? They were panicking. They were like, what the heck? And the cross, like, so this is the wall, right? And this is the cross. It was in the top, and it like slid down, and then it went sliding towards them. And they all like, obviously they ran out. They weren't gonna go to my parents' room. Like, they ran out, and they all started screaming and stuff. So my parents obviously woke up since they heard all the screaming. They thought they were like something really bad. Well, I mean, obviously something bad was happening, but they thought like something worse, right? Everybody was outside panicking, screaming, and I remember I woke up and I just saw everybody outside like crying. They were crying, guys, crying. They were in high school already, but they were all crying. And I was like, what? Like, what happened? And then they explained the story to my parents. My parents were like, what the heck? And when they checked, it was in the living room. The cross was in the living room there on the floor. My mom was like, what the heck? Like, did you guys take it out? And they were like, no, like, it was there. Like, they explained what happened. And that was very scary, guys. When I found out, I was like, I don't want to live here anymore. This is so scary. But I mean, they got over it, right? Obviously. But that's very scary, guys. Like, imagine, I feel like that's something that would happen in a movie. You get me? So that's why that was very scary. I was like, what the heck? Like, why would that happen? But yeah, guys. And this other story happened to my brother. He had his own room, right? And he was asleep. And I don't about this one. I don't know if this is like he got sleep paralysis or like there really was someone on top of him. But he said he was asleep and he like, it was in the middle of the night too. All of these are in the middle of the night, what the heck? Except mine. Okay, whatever. So he was asleep, right? Whatever. And then he woke up, but he woke up because he felt like somebody on top of him, and he couldn't move, he couldn't scream at all, and he tried moving and stuff, and like nothing would work, like nothing was moving, and he tried screaming and like no voice would come out, and he couldn't see, but he could see, but it was just something like black on top of him. So yeah, it was just something black on top of him, and he was like, what the heck, like, and he tried screaming, pushing it off, and like he couldn't breathe. So that's why I don't know if this is like sleep paralysis, because I from what I've heard, that's what happens when you have sleep paralysis, or when you get sleep paralysis, like you feel like someone's on top of you and you can't breathe and you can't move or scream. So I mean, I guess he got sleep paralysis, but I don't know, that's kind of scary. And ever since, I never sleep facing up, guys, because I'm scared to get sleep paralysis. That's like my worst fear. Like, I never want to get that. I don't know what I do, like I can't even breathe, like, as it is, I can't even breathe, like, I can never catch my breath. Now imagine, like, getting sleep paralysis. That would be freaking scary. Like, I don't know what I'd do, honestly. This other story is also pretty scary. Okay, guys, so remember how I said that the first story was, I don't know if it was the first story, but you know how I said that my dad had seen, like, my sister trying to leave, and, like, it wasn't even her? And she tried opening my brother's room. Well, it was this room. This room used to be my brother's room. So this is so scary. Stuff has happened here, and I'm in it right now talking about it. Okay, but basically, you know how he said that he did hear someone open the door? Well, this is the thing. 2 days ago, or like a day ago, I don't even remember. But since it's quarantine right now, we've been sleeping, me and my sister have been sleeping really, really late. So we were here. We don't share rooms. I use this room because of the lighting. But okay, whatever, that's not the point. The point is, we were here in the middle of the night. It was like 4 in the morning or like 3, and I was about to go and get my charger to my room because my phone was like it had like 30%, and I also needed my earphones. So I was gonna go to my room and get it, and when I was gonna go, guys, I literally heard someone like try opening the door, and I was like, I thought it was gonna be my dad to come in and tell us like to shut up or like go to sleep already. So I was waiting for him to come in, and I just looked, and I was like, what? And then I looked at my sister, but my sister had her earphones, so she didn't hear anything. And I was like, did you hear that? And she was like, no. And I was like, yes, like someone tried opening the door right now. And I told her, like, guys, I'm a scary cat. No, this is embarrassing because I'm the older one and she's younger and whatever. She's not that young. She's like a year younger. But I told her to take me to my room to get that. And she took me, and I went into my parents' room just to check if they were awake. Like, if my dad had, like, any signs of him awake or whatever, that he had just woken up. And no, guys, he was, like, snoring. So that means he was, like, asleep. Like, there's no way it could have been him. And my mom was, like, really knocked out, too. And my mom wouldn't have done that. My mom would have, like, actually came in and like, told us to go to bed. So I was like, okay, let me go check my brother. And my brother was, like, asleep, too. Like, and his door is, like, really loud when you open it. So it was not him either. So I got really scared, guys, and I asked him the next day. I was like, were you guys the ones who, like, tried opening the door? I asked my dad because it's the only person I could think of. And he said no. But then after a while, he was like, yeah, it was me. But I think he told me so I wouldn't get scared because, like, I could see the look on his face. He was like, you know, I guess he did that so I wouldn't get scared. But, like, I know it was not him. It was something, guys. It was something. And yeah, that just really scared me. And now I'm scared to go back to my room at night, so I asked my sister to take me. Thanks for taking me if you're watching this. So this next story also happened to me and my sister. It happened like a year ago, and it was like a Saturday, just like right now, and we were both in the kitchen. We were eating and like listening to music. It was just us, and my parents were outside, and we were saying like scary stories, I think. Oh no, we weren't even talking about nothing scary. That's the thing, we weren't. And so I'm sitting here, and let's say you guys are her. She was looking at me, and the wall's behind me, and she kept looking to the back, and I was like, what? And I looked back, and I was like, what? And she was like, oh my god, I just saw something behind you, like a figure, like a black figure, like someone standing. And she ran, guys. She ran outside, and I stayed there, and I was like, you know that moment where like you want to run, but like you kind of want to be quiet and like not do anything, so you just freeze. That was me. I freezed, and like I screamed for my mom, and nobody came for me. So I called them and I told them like, come, and they finally came in, and they were like, you guys are just imagining stuff. You guys are you know, Mexican parents, they're like, se están asustando solas, no, nada que ver. And I was like, no, like, she saw something. I know you're trying to scare me.
Okay, open the door.
Fuck you! Oh, guys, so my sister really scared the crap out of me because we were just talking about that doorknob thing, and oh my gosh, my heart. Okay, it's back to me. I think it's like a month ago. I was in my room, and my parents, they got me a fan because, no, it wasn't like a month ago. It was like around December when it was like really cold outside. So my parents didn't want to be turning on the AC, and I can't sleep without the AC, guys. Like, I need the AC, like the sound. So they were like, we're not gonna be turning on the AC for everyone, so we're just gonna get you a fan. And I was like, okay, whatever, right? So they got me the fan, put it facing me, right? So I was like, whatever, sleeping. I wasn't sleeping yet. I was on my phone, but I was facing this way, like to my closet. And the fan was like over here, right? And I put it facing me, but then it started getting like really hot, and I was like, what the heck? Like, why is it hot? Like, I need the air. And I was gonna go to sleep already, and I turned on my flashlight just to like check around. I always do that. I like check around, make sure nothing's moved, nothing's there, so like, and then I go to sleep. And I turned on my flashlight, I was looking, whatever, and then, like I said, it felt hot, so I looked at my fan. My fan, I put it facing me, right? And I saw my fan was facing like that direction, like over there. And I was like, how the hell would it move? Like, I put it facing me, obviously, right? And it moved. And guys, I disconnected the fan. I took it to my parents' room because I didn't want that in my room. I took it to my parents' room and I turned on my AC. I was like, hell no, I'm not having that in my room. And I told my parents to take it away. I was like, that freaking fan is haunted or something. Like, it has something. And they're like, no, that's loca. Like, it's just a fan. I was like, girl, you never know. But whatever. I have the fan again in my room and nothing has happened. What actually did happen again. But after that, I was just like, okay, whatever. This ghost is really messing with me. So I like fixed it. I just kept fixing it to like how I wanted it. And it stayed there and nothing has happened after. I think these are all my scary stories. I mean, I feel like I have a lot more, but you know when you're recording and like you try to remember them and you can't. Like, yeah, that's me right now. So I can't really remember them, but I mean, I feel like I should have more though. I might make a part 2, I don't know. Depends how this one turns out. But yes, guys, this was very interesting to talk about because, like I said, I hope I entertained you guys because I like watching these type of videos. Like, they entertain me for a while. So yeah, I think this is it for my video. Yeah, this is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back with more videos. Comment down below, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't, and turn on that bell button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I'll be back with more videos. Bye guys.